Hey everybody. Oh here, let me take off my mask. Oh, by the way, this is one of my Redbubble masks, folks. You can go on my Redbubble store. Let me get out of that sun so you can see it. You can go to my Redbubble store. You can order one of these fun masks. I'll put it in the link below. But anyway, so I just left my doctor's office. When I was at my heaviest at 223, and yes, you're going to keep hearing that number till the day I freaking croak. When I was at my heaviest at 223, I was put on blood pressure medicine, and I also was put on cholesterol medicine. I had vitamin D that I was taking because my vitamin D levels weren't right. So I ended up eventually being put on a second blood pressure medicine. So I was on 4 meds total. So blood pressure, vitamin D, and cholesterol. So this morning, I went to my doctor, and my last checkup was a month ago. And this was the first time they had seen me with all the weight gone. So one, they were very impressed, and they said, well, we might be able to take you off some stuff. We're going to pull back on your blood pressure medicine. So they cut one of them to half. One of them was already the lowest dose you could have, cholesterol and vitamin D. So after my doctor visit last time, she said, cut off the vitamin D, you're fine. We're going to see how you do with this in a month, yada, yada, yada. Here we are a month later. Well, guess what? Blood pressure medicine out the door, folks. I'm off of my blood pressure medicine. I am off of the vitamin D. The cholesterol medicine we're going to stay on for another 3 months just to make sure, but my numbers went from the bad being, like the cholesterol number in general was like 280 something in October of last year, and now it's down to 147 or 167 or something. So with health, diet, and the medicine, I can't not say the medicine didn't have a playing part here. I have cut all my numbers down. I'm in the healthy range. For a 50-year-old fella, I'm doing really well. So what I want to say is this plan works. It helps. Yes, modern medicine has handed me a new lease on life, so to speak. I can't be happier. I'm just thrilled that I don't have to take all that damn medicine. I can take my cholesterol medicine in the morning. That's not a problem. But with my healthy diet, she even said, within 3 months, we might be able to just pull me off the cholesterol too, just because she's using it as a safeguard because of just family history and stuff like that. And I certainly don't want to be, in my late 50s and have a heart incident or heart procedures or anything like that. Hell, I don't even want to do it beyond my late 50s. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys this morning. I'm so thrilled. If you want to get happy, healthy, and not that you're not happy and maybe healthy now, but you know what I mean? If you want to get off meds and go on a program that really supports you, not only mentally, but physically and everywhere in between, get with me. DM me down in the messages and we'll get you started, okay? Everybody have a great day. I know I am. See ya. Okay, everybody. So here we are. I just left the doctor a bit ago, and now it's a little bit after 9 in the morning, and I am on my walk. Make sure there's no cars coming. So just wanted to give an update. Now I'll post this, probably it'll end up being on YouTube first, so I need to explain that first comment. Maybe I'll just add that into the mix. But anyway, I went to the doctor. I was on 4 medications. Dropped one of them a month ago, and now here I am at a month later. Dropped 2 more, which were my blood pressure medications. We'll be on cholesterol for another 3 months, and that's just to make sure everything is good and set, although my numbers are well within the approved range. But we're going to hang on to that for a little longer, which is fine. But here's the deal. I would have not ever have gotten to this point if it wasn't for being on Optavia. Yes. There, I said it. I have now announced to the world, for my new followers, exactly what program I'm on. It's a great program. You know what? I'm tired of tired of it being, hold on, another crosswalk here, as you can see here. See here, I don't want to get hit by a car. You know what? It's. I shouldn't say I'm tired of, because that's not the right words to say. Here's the deal. This program works. It kicks ass. Of course, the people on it have to kick ass too. Because what happens is, you can get on any program you want to get on. Optavia, Weight Watchers, Advocare, Jenny Craig, whatever, keto, Dr. Atkins, whatever, thing that's out there. You can get on all of them. Yeah, you can try every one of them. And every one of them's going to give you a different result. Guess what? The big thing with our program, and now I go calling it a program, but with our program, we don't sit there and say, oh, you have to count this many pounds, this many things to have this many points, or we don't just address the food aspect. We look at also the insides. We look at the mental work, and that's where I think a lot of other weight loss programs fall very short. They get so caught up in making sure you lose the weight and making sure that you stick to their program, and that you never, you won't be successful if you're not eating that way for the rest of your life, based on their points and everything else. And I know that's very directed towards Weight Watchers when I say points, but there's other programs that have the same kind of concept. Now, well, let me say this, with Optavia, you come in, you get your box, and ideally you should be on it for a couple months, to be really blunt, because guess what? In a month, you're not going to really and truly develop the habits of health that you need to make it work. If you're on it for a month, you'll probably lose your weight. I'm not going to lie there, because that program works when you stick to it. But you also have to change your mindset about food, what it is, how it affects you, and everything else in between. I don't have my sugar dips like I used to. And if you're friends of mine who've been around for some time, you have watched me go from a person who, I would go and, back in the day when Jolt Cola, and that's giving me away a little bit, but that's back in the 80s, I would go drink a Jolt Cola or two and be spastic for hours and then have a massive sugar crash. Or you may have been out with me, shopping or whatever, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I really need to go eat because I'm getting lightheaded. Well, sugar is crashing. I don't have that anymore at all. I eat every 2.5 to 3 hours, a little something. Now, granted, I'm now at the point where I'm in transition on this program. So I'm eating every 2.5 to 3 hours still, but I will be starting to come off of the Optavia fuelings and replacing that with, I don't want to say everyday food, but everyday food. So, I might do some celery or some almonds or something in replace of my Optavia fueling. So that 2.5 to 3 hours is a very important aspect of keeping your blood sugar in check. And, and the way I'm eating with the lean and green, it deals with your glycemic index. That is the gift that this program gives you, is the ability to feel great, get your sugars in check. It's great for people who are diabetic because it really helps with your sugar levels. So there's a lot of pluses to this. A lot of people complain, oh, it's so expensive. Well, being fat's expensive too. And I'm not body shaming, because guess what? This bitch was fat too. But I look back and I'm going, okay, I had no problems buying over $300 worth of groceries with half of it being a bunch of crap that I just put down my stomach because I wanted to be full. That was it. I wanted to be full. And I also wanted to keep everybody at bay.
And I addressed that in that very raw post that I put out. Wanted to keep everybody at bay. So I kept shoveling in the gallons of ice cream and the bags of Doritos. All the good tasty stuff that everybody's like, oh, I don't know if I can give this up. Well, you know what? I gave it up because I was looking at myself going, okay, being fat's expensive. Guess what? Me sitting there and having moments where I have to go to the doctor and I'm spending quite a bit of money on medications and things like that, that's not cheap. Neither are open heart surgeries and all these other things that have to happen or that do happen, you know, on plan. I'm like, come on, let's get serious here. So being fat's not cheap. Being skinny, not cheap either. Yep, the program costs money, but it's time for you to invest in yourself and make yourself be who you want to be. Now, some of you are watching this and some of you are going, well, I want to be fat. Okay, you can be fat. I'm not telling you you have to be skinny. But what I am telling you is that if you want to be skinny or skinnier, then guess what? The program I'm working on and that I'm a coach with works. And I can certainly help you get to your goals. I've helped people get to a goal of losing just 15 or 20 pounds. I'm working with people right now that we're looking at 50 and 60 pounds. I'm on it. Let's do it. Okay, sorry about that. When a client calls, you have to answer. You just have to. And that's my job, and I love it. So here's part 2 of this video. I'm still walking. I'm only a little under a mile into my walk, and I'll end this video shortly because I've been babbling on. But guys, it works. It works. It works. And like I said, I'm not fat shaming anybody. I know sometimes the videos or the posts may come across to some people it's fat shaming, and that's never my intention because, hey, I was fat. Why would I be sitting there fat shaming somebody? It doesn't make any sense to me. We all have our own personal struggles we're dealing with. And, you know, it's just like anything else. It's your own business. And it's up to you to decide what you want to do. I don't sit there and go, oh, you have to be on this program and be skinny like me and be fabulous and blah, blah, blah. That's not how I do that thing. Not me. But I do want to help people get healthy if they want to get healthy. And I say that as somebody who wasn't healthy. However, I am not fat shaming a single person, especially me being the person that I am, referring back to the old post from before. I'm going through a major intersection here, so see, I gotta watch what I'm doing. But me being the person I am, I mean, it doesn't make any sense for me to be who I am and then shame somebody else for who they are. That just doesn't make a damn bit of sense. And so don't come with me with that, because that's not going to work. I won't tolerate it because that's not me. Never has been, never will be. So, God, that got really harsh, didn't it? Oof, sorry. That hit a raw nerve with me, I suppose. But anyway, I am on my walk. I need to finish this walk, folks. I am, like I said, just under probably a mile now, I guess. Yeah, 0.88. But I also wanted to flip this bad boy around if it'll let me. God knows, I don't know if it will or not, but to show you the great place that I get to walk in. Love my neighborhood, and that's kind of a benefit. So let me see if I can get it to flip around. Boop. Oh, it did, yay. So this is the neighborhood that I get to walk in. These gorgeous homes nestled off of a quiet little street here. This is in High Point, North Carolina, for those of you who aren't familiar with where I am. However, it's a great little neighborhood. This particular area has sidewalks. There's not sidewalks through the whole thing, and that can make it kind of tricky sometimes. However, for the most part, we have sidewalks, but you have these gorgeous big old homes that basically are old furniture money. So it makes it a nice place to walk. So I hope that you have, oops, there's my hand. Hey, hi. I hope you have somewhere nice to walk. Get out and do it. Now, I walk 3 miles. Do you have to walk 3 miles? No. Baby steps, people. Go out and just walk a mile. Walk around your block. Or if you're in the country, walk down to the end of your street, your road. Or heck, some people might just walk down their driveway to the mailbox. Sometimes that's far enough. And come back. And then the next day, do it 2 or 3 times. Just add a little bit on. You don't have to run a marathon with this program. We don't want you to. But we want you to take care of yourself. So with that, be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. And you know where to find me if you want to jump on this program so I can help you be healthy and feel as great as I do. So everybody take care, and we will see you again soon.